It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And how about the effort that they put forth in that game, playing just lockdown deep?
Well, you know what they say, defense wins championships, and they made a huge effort to shut them down.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Got Hield. Baca is out there with Justice Winslow. Then there's Irving, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Winslow. Three-pointer. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. Vucevic trying to get open, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Irving against Bledsoe. Outside Leonard. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry. Well said.
The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. Sabonis, the pass to Redick. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hield. Redick with the bucket.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper. First bucket of the day.
A pretty good way to start the game, right? The defense has to be more aggressive, keeping him away from that area of the floor, or it's going to be a long night.
Now Redick following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Bledsoe against Irving. Bledsoe dishes to Redick. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Right. You've got to be able to use plenty of screens, not let players start to go one-on-one and try to do this thing individually. Run your sets, get the best shooters their shots. Well, we know this about Nikola Vucevic, right? He's always been a reliable option on the offensive end. He's at his best when he's sort of balancing that inside and outside game. This guy a year ago focused on posting up and getting better looks close to the basket.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Irving. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Golden State. Ibaka finds Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the shot goes in. Hield's got his first basket.
Well, just because he's a center, don't be deceived. Vucevic loves connecting with his teammates. Pretty pass.
The pass to Leonard. To the middle. Redick passes to Sabonis. Goes up the baseline. He gets that one.
I think the skill set of Domantas Sabonis is impressive. This guy is fundamentally sound at the power forward spot with a really nice offensive game.
Robinson with the block.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, think about this. Recruited as a point guard out of high school, but Bledsoe has to move to the 2 at Kentucky because the backcourt mate was John Wall. And what a backcourt that was.
Redick against Hield. Passes it to Winslow. Second chance shot, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York looking at who they've got. J.J. Redick is out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Robinson in at the 5.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And the 3 ball is good.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready. Gentlemen, if ever there was a market that is aching for a competitive team, it is New York. The last time the Knicks saw the playoffs, 2013. Boy, does that feel like an eternity ago.
Now here's Bledsoe. No points in the game yet for him. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's the triple. Here's Ibaka, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Bledsoe kicks to Sabonis. Bledsoe against Irving. Right wing to halt the run, and the Knicks miss again. And thinking back to the Knicks' last postseason appearance, they had some hard-nosed guys on that team.
They sure did. Guys like Tyson Chandler, Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd. Listen, we know New York's a tough town. Their fans appreciate rooting for those gritty-type players. But in the end, at this point, whatever gets them wins will make them happy.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Irving with the ball. He's got 8. Winslow up top. He's covered by Leonard. Winslow finds Ibaka. Irving for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 8. It's Redick on the wing. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Sabonis. And that one is good. Sabonis has got his second basket.
You know, that's inside-out basketball. Just pass out of the post to set up the jumper.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Bledsoe. And again, no good by Chicago. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Redick. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now Hield. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Well, you look at the frame and the physicality of Serge Ibaka. This guy is a hard-nosed player, and he finds a way to power through it.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game here. Redick with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Irving against Bledsoe. Outside Irving. Shot by Hield. Nobody around, but they recover it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Irving against Bledsoe. Vucevic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Vucevic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Baca is out there with Winslow. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Vucevic, and it's Hield in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Now here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. Irving against Bledsoe. Irving kicks to Hield. Now here's Winslow. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard with the steal. By himself. And he elevates for the slam. Justice Winslow did not like that.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around. He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Irving against Bledsoe. Looking to get back on track here. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Irving against Bledsoe. A nice shot by Irving. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
Well, you love Serge Ibaka's shot selection, especially inside where he's so efficient.
Bledsoe looking it over. Leonard with no one around. And the Knicks miss again.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Pass to Irving. Over Bledsoe. Irving misses. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Feeds to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Hield. With the teardrop. Redick with the rebound.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Drops in the tray. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead.
Improving catch and shoot game. Bledsoe no longer needs to put the ball on the floor to get his points.
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Bledsoe left side. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length.
Got the shot! He
Just
caught it!
no better feeling.
Right on the money.
Gracious.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Bledsoe. Robinson is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Redick in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And here's Leonard from 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Winslow kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's Hield. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Hield's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. The Knicks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Bledsoe dishes to Leonard. Great D that time from Vucevic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Irving. Goes back up. Robinson with the block. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. On the clock. Here's Hield. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 10. And it's Leonard missing. Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Winslow, the pass to Irving. Inside. Here's Hield. Shots good by Ibaka. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
Well, Serge Ibaka has really worked on his frame since he entered the NBA. He is someone who can power his way through contact.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Hield kicks to Ibaka. Bledsoe against Irving. Over Bledsoe. Another one falls for Chicago.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Now the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Winslow. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Leonard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Irving against Bledsoe. Irving finds Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard. Bledsoe right side. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, it doesn't always have the fastest release on that jumper, but hits the mark there.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Chicago.
One of the areas that has been critical for them is second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
He feeds it to Ibaka. Back to Irving. Right wing. Shoots from the block. The putback.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dort.
African, I might go and bat them. I already had that, went and got a battle.